Today, we're digging into a powerful blueprint for any leader who wants to build a truly exceptional team. We're not just talking about managing tasks. We're going to unpack the specific ingredients that turn a regular team into a high-impact force that just crushes its goals. So let's just start with a really big question. What is the actual difference between a team that, just works and a team that wins? It's not about luck. It's all about leadership. And that's exactly what this blueprint is designed to build. All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll define what a high-impact team even looks like. Then, we'll break down the 3 core pillars that hold it all up: alignment, motivation, and equipping. And then, and this is the most important part, we'll talk about how you can build your own action plan to make it a reality. Okay, first things first. Before we can even think about building one of these teams, we've got to have a super clear picture of what we're aiming for. What does success actually look like? Here it is, our core definition. See, a high-impact team isn't about getting lucky once in a while. It's a group that is strategically led to deliver consistently strong results. The 2 words to really focus on there are strategically and consistently. This is about creating a reliable engine for success, not just hoping for a single big win. And this slide really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? A standard team, well, they often have a fuzzy sense of direction. The high-impact team, they have a shared vision. It's crystal clear. Where one group's energy goes up and down, the other has this deep, sustained motivation. It's the difference between just hitting your targets and delivering results that actually change the game. So this brings us to our very first foundational pillar, alignment. The easiest way to think about this is getting every single person in the boat rowing in the exact same direction, at the same speed, for the same reason. And this quote right here just nails it. You could have the most genius strategy ever written down, but if your team isn't aligned behind it, it's basically worthless. Alignment is the bridge between a great idea and actually getting it done. So how do we make alignment happen? Well, it boils down to 3 things a leader just has to do. 1, you have to constantly communicate a clear vision, the where are we going and why it matters part. 2, set goals that are so clear nobody can misinterpret them. And 3, define everyone's roles so people know exactly what their piece of the puzzle is. The goal here is 0 ambiguity, just pure clarity. Okay, so we've got everyone pointing in the right direction. Now, we need the fuel to actually make the journey. And that brings us to our second pillar, motivation. We're not talking about cheesy posters here, we're talking about the real engine of the team. Real sustainable motivation doesn't come from superficial perks. It's built on these 3 key things. First, you have to connect the day-to-day work to a bigger purpose. People need to know their work matters. Second, you have to genuinely recognize people's contributions, the big wins and the small ones. And third, empower your people with autonomy. Trust them and give them the freedom to own their work. All right, we have an aligned team, and they're motivated. But there's one final piece of this blueprint, and this one falls squarely on the leader's shoulders. This is our 3rd pillar, equipping. This quote just makes so much sense, right? You can't expect someone to perform at their absolute best if they're working with outdated tools or haven't been trained properly. It's a leader's job to make sure their team is fully set up to win. So what does equipping your team actually mean? It's pretty straightforward, providing the right tools and technology to do the job well, actively helping them grow their skills through training and development, and maybe the most important one of all, removing roadblocks. A great leader is constantly looking for things that are getting in the team's way and just clearing them out. So there you have it, alignment, motivation, and equipping. Now comes the most important part, how we take this blueprint off the page and turn it into the way your team actually operates every single day. Because look, this whole framework is designed to be practical. It's not enough to just nod your head and say, yeah, that makes sense. The real win is to build a simple, tangible action plan that starts creating change right away. And here's a super simple but really powerful way to get started. Just look at this table. For each of those 3 pillars, just be honest and rate where your team is right now on a scale of 1 to 5. Then, and this is the most important part, identify just 1 key action you can take to make that score better. Not 10 things, just 1. It's focused, it's manageable, and it really, really works. At the end of the day, building a high-impact team isn't something that just happens by accident. It happens by design. The talent, the potential, the will to win, it's probably already there in your team. It's just waiting for a leader with the right blueprint to come along and unlock it all.